seeing as it's 7 p.m., I will call this meeting to order. The regular Planning and Zoning meeting for Wednesday, October 26th, 2022. Chair Pilch is absent tonight, so I'll be chairing the meeting. Staff, will you do the roll call, please?
Sure. Commissioner Wadi?
Here.
Commissioner Reek?
Here.
Commissioner Moman?
Here.
And Vice Chair McLeod?
Here. I will read the following land acknowledgement statement. The City of Albany recognizes that we occupy the land originally protected by the Confederated Villages of Lejeune. We acknowledge the genocide that took place on these lands and must make strides to repay the moral debt that is owed to this indigenous people, specifically the Ohlone tribe. We thank them for their contributions, which have transformed our community and will continue to bring forth growth and unity. The City of Albany commits to sustaining ongoing relationships with the tribe and together build a better future for all that now make this their home. And to follow that, have there been any ex parte communications? Seeing none, we will move to item 4, consent calendar. There are 3 items. Item 4-1, Planning and Zoning Commission meeting minutes of October 12th, 2022. Item 4-2, PA 22-043, design review and parking reduction for a 2-level addition at 1490 Posen Avenue. And item 4.3, PA 22-54, design review and parking reduction for a single-story rear addition at 1019 Ordway Street. If there are any commissioners that would wish to pull these items from the consent calendar? I see none. Are there any members of the public that would like to pull these items from the consent calendar? Either here in person or virtual?
I'm not seeing any virtually.
Therefore, we can entertain a motion to approve the consent calendar.
Sure, I'm happy to make a motion to approve the consent calendar as proposed.
Second the motion.
All right, well, let's vote. Commissioner Wadi?
Aye.
Commissioner Reek?
Aye.
Commissioner Moman?
Yes.
And I will also vote yes. So all 3 items have been approved. Which item are you here for?
It's actually for, good evening, Commissioner. That is exactly for 1490 Posen Avenue. So we are
Right.
the applicant, but since the owner,
Well, I just want to tell you your item's been approved.
okay.
Yeah, on the consent calendar. So no need to do anything more. The only thing to note is that there's a 14-day appeal period, and please leave up any story polls you have in place.
Okay, thank you.
So your item's approved, and good luck. Okay, consent calendar complete. Item 5, announcements, communications, discussion, none. Public.
Oh, actually, I have one announcement I have to make. It's a bittersweet announcement. Today will be my last hearing with the Albany Planning and Zoning Commission. I've been privileged enough to accept an offer with the City of Oakland as a planner for in their planning development department. And so I just wanted to thank the commission for all your hard work and for working really well with us staff, and to thank my department head, Jeff Bond, as well as my fellow colleagues in the community development department. It's been a pleasure and an honor, and thank you to the City of Albany altogether. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure working with you all these years. Really, you've done a fantastic job, and it's really been great to have you part of the team.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Or for me to be part of your team. More
We'll
like,
be really bummed to see you leave, Chris. It's been wonderful being able to have you as a resource and have you sort of coaching us all the way through our, at least I can speak for myself, beginning years of being on the commission, and you've done a great job. So wish you all the best with the City of Oakland. I'm sure There'll be lots of new challenges working there, but you've done a wonderful job here, and it's certainly our loss in Albany. So I feel bad for Jeff.
Thank you very much.
I feel bad for Jeff, too. We're happy for Christopher. It's a great professional opportunity, the one that he wouldn't get here. So it's all good. We will be going through a transition period. We're a bit thin, more than a bit thin right now. It partially explains the brief agenda this evening, as we wanted to get these items that Christopher's been working on done and out the door for the applicants. We will kind of try to keep the pace of meetings going with maybe not quite as full agendas, but I'm going to be kind of rearranging my work to be more focused on the commission activities for the next few months. And I do have some things in the works for building some capacity on an interim basis, and then ultimately we will be looking for new staff to help support the commission. But another related announcement, I guess, is probably pretty obvious if you look at the calendar. We'll be having one meeting in November, the first meeting in November, and we'll cancel the second one because that's Thanksgiving week, and then one meeting in December. And then we'll kind of wait and see what January looks like. Depending on where, I haven't really studied it yet, but where the New Year's falls and when we're back in the office, we may or may not have that first January. And also on the volume of work that we're getting. We have, I think, 3 in the queue right now for November.
Yeah. And
that's about it, so we might not need a lot of meetings between now and January. Usually typically slows down about now anyhow. So, yeah, thank you for making the trip in for what was otherwise a very 6-minute, an all-time record, short meeting.
Break-in, that's the way to go.
Oh, did I just curse myself here?
Well, moving on, thank you, Christopher and Jeff, to public comment for persons desiring to address the commission on an item that is not on the agenda. Please note each speaker is limited to up to 3 minutes. And the Brown Act limits the commission's ability to take and/or discuss any items that are not on the agenda. There's no one here present in the room, so is there anyone virtually raising their hand to speak?
There are 2 attendees in Zoom. If you're interested in addressing the commission on items not on the agenda, you should use the raise your hand function in Zoom. Not seeing that being raised. Oops. We do have one speaker.
And Jeremy, you have 3 minutes starting now.
Yes, thank you. This is Jerome Rainey, thank you, and Gene McEnany. I just have a question about the schedule for the rest of the year you were just discussing, and maybe I'll have to just ask you separately if you can't respond to me here. But the idea that Christopher Tan is leaving and you're having fewer meetings, I just wanted to know what the likelihood of a timely review of a submission would be that's submitted about now. Would it be delayed by months now because of those possibilities? Thank you.
I can respond briefly to that. You're welcome to contact me. My name is Jeff Bond, and probably the best way to reach me is by email at jbond@albanyca.org. That's jbond@albanyca.org, and we can talk about what the schedule would be for your application. I wouldn't expect significant delays, and any delays that we would have is just because the holidays interrupting the normal meeting schedule. I think we'll be striving to keep things moving as quickly as we can otherwise.
Any other speakers?
Not seeing any other speakers at the moment.
Okay, we'll move on to item 7. There's actually nothing there. Item 8, new business, none. Item 9, next meeting, November 9, 2022. And unless there's anything further, I will declare this meeting adjourned, and this is a record. 10 minutes, just shy of 10 minutes. 9 minutes, 45 seconds.